Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Hello everyone. If you're new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. I remain Ola, your DEI bestie. And you know, we keep it real here on this channel, unpacking all things diversity, equity, and inclusion. And I really hope that you leave every video on this channel with more inspiration to co-create a more inclusive and equitable world. The Christmas season is here. It's around the corner. The bells are already jingling. The festive mood is up in the air. And of course, your DI bestie is here with some tips for celebrating an inclusive Christmas. The first thing about celebrating an inclusive Christmas is being conscious that not everybody is celebrating. Christmas creates some mixed feelings for people. First of all, not everybody even celebrates Christmas in the first place. The root of Christmas is the birth of Christ. Yes, Jesus is the reason for the season. So, of course, people who do not identify as Christians or do not share Christian values might not even recognize Christmas as a holiday, and that's okay. And it's important, if you're celebrating, to acknowledge that, to be respectful, and to understand that it's okay for people to pick and choose the holidays that they commemorate. Apart from that, Christmas might also bring up feelings of grief for people who might have lost loved ones during the Christmas season. It might also not be a great time in some people's lives. There's a lot of turmoil across the world, a lot of violence, a lot of sadness, a lot of inequity. There's been job losses, massive layoffs all through this year. It's been a very, very tough 2025. So it's great to keep this in mind as you invite people out to celebrate, as you invite people out to Christmas parties, holiday lunches, and all the likes. Please be sensitive to people not being very enthusiastic or happy about such celebrations, and offer support. Offer support to people who you think need it at this time. It's a merry time for many, but not for all. And to keep it inclusive, to keep it great, to keep it loving, ensure that you hold space for people who might not necessarily be celebrating for one reason or the other. The second way to keep your Christmas celebration very inclusive is to recognize diverse needs. When you plan your holiday parties, your Christmas lunches, your family dinners, please ensure that you're catering to the needs of everyone, and everyone has diverse needs. So for instance, people who would be attending such Christmas celebrations or events with their children, ensure that you have something for the children, something entertaining and child friendly for them. Ensure that you consider facilities like breastfeeding rooms for moms who might be attending, who need to breastfeed or pump breast milk, toys for kids, kid-friendly events, and even kid-friendly menus. And that brings me to dietary needs. It's important to reach out to everyone who's attending your celebration or Christmas event to know what their dietary needs are. If they have any allergies, any specific dietary needs, just to ensure that everyone is able to find something. A good practice is also to label all the meals that are going to be served at your Christmas party or event, so that people know what is contained in them, whether for people who do not have meat, for instance, for people who only have halal meals, for people who are lactose intolerant or who do not have things like dairy, so that they know what is contained in them. It's very, very important to ensure that the celebration is safe for people and people don't eat what might potentially, affect their health. Another thing about accessibility at your Christmas celebration is to ensure that you cater to the needs of neurodiverse individuals. So for instance, it might help to have a quiet room where people who need a downtime or just need to step away from the loud noise and the party, a place where people can just retire to, where they need to get their energies up. You can also have fidget toys at your event. That really helps if someone is feeling socially anxious or they just need to fidget with something. That would really help. If you have people who need ramps, for instance, people who need ramps to access your Christmas party, of course it's a no-brainer to ensure that the space is accessible. There's enough space for people who need wheelchairs, for instance, to access your event. That is really, really important. Ensure that you try to reach out to the guests beforehand to have a thorough understanding of their access needs and to ensure that everybody is properly catered to. And that brings me to the next point. For anyone who is attending a holiday party or a holiday lunch, dinner, or Christmas event, or even just a family get together in this Christmas season, it is important to be very respectful of everyone and to be sensitive of every season that people might be in. So these events are for marrying, for catching up, for having a great time generally. It is not the time to ask sensitive questions about people's careers, people's childbirth journeys, for instance. Keep the sensitive conversations away from the Christmas dinners and really have fun. Be light, talk about hobbies, talk about things that are, exciting, things that bring joy and spark joy and merriment. That's what the season is for, really, and try as much as possible not to be disrespectful or insensitive. People are really going through a lot. Like I said, this year has been a whirlwind and a roller coaster for many. And it's important to acknowledge that. It's important to ensure that we do not make people feel uncomfortable or feel obliged to share information that they do not want to share. Let's keep it light. Let's keep it fun. Let's keep it respectful. Finally, as you celebrate an inclusive Christmas, it's important to consider the dynamics around gifting and gift exchange. Not everybody is financially buoyant in this season, and that is okay. Please do not put pressure on people or make them feel obligated to send gifts to anyone in this season. For gift exchanges, for instance, keep it light, keep the spending limit as low as possible. It really is the gesture that matters, not how expensive the Christmas gift is or the item is. We really just want to spread love and merriment in this season and not show who can buy the most expensive gifts. That's really not the purpose of gifting in this season. So keep it light, keep it inclusive as possible, so that everyone can feel free to participate and not feel pressured in any way. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. Let me know what your plans for Christmas are. What are you doing if you celebrate? What are you doing? How are you spending it? What are you looking forward to? What are you thankful for in this season? Thank you so much for stopping by. See you in the next video.